And she said she was sleeping in the park because she couldn't go to her house, I think, on Spring Street,
Mm-hmm.
because her landlord wanted her to leave the door open so he could come in.
What?
So I took her, brought her into church, and I called the very agencies that on the weekend that you call, the Red Cross, I don't know what all the place people I called,
Mm-hmm.
but I called them, and there's a white lady on the phone, and I said to her, I said, I guess you can tell by my tone that I'm black. And she said to me, and you guess I can tell that you white? I said, I can. I said, we have a lady here with 3 little kids sleeping in the park down the street, and maybe had some feel of wherever it was she was sleeping. I said, do you have a place? It's a Saturday evening. Do you have a place that this lady can stay? And that's when she told me, she said, no, we don't. She said, besides, we don't have any weekend. She said, this is what she said. We take care of our own.
Mm.
Why don't you take care of your own?
So she was saying white people. She's like, we take care of our own. We take care of white people, and you black people,
And
why
I
don't you
said
take
to
care
her,
of your black people?
and I said to her, lady,
Mm.
you just don't know what you said.
Mm. 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 Mm.
And I thank you very much.
Mm.
So I took the young lady, carried her home, because my daughter was dead.
Mm-hmm.
The third floor was vacant, but she'd already gotten married and moved elsewhere. But the third floor was vacant because another daughter was in Pine Forge.
Mm-hmm.
So the third floor was vacant, had 2 rooms there. So I took the lady in, but you got to remember, my husband was retired,
Hold up,
and I was
pause.
still
So
working.
so Daphne was at Daphne was the daughter that was at Pine Forge?
Daphne was at Daphne was at Pine Forge, and Denise was at Oakwood.
Okay. 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 Didn't Big Percy go to Pine Forge like a year, too?
No, Percy went to Pine Forge, but Gregory went to CUC for
Okay.
a year.
Percy
Yeah,
went to Pine Forge. Okay. Gregory went to
yeah.
CC. Okay. All right. Got it.
And so anyway, they were all over the place. Anyway, the bottom line was the third floor was vacant. I had Brian home,
Mm-hmm.
and Percy came back home, but I think Greg was still at CUC.
All right.
All right. So anyway, I took the lady, brought her home, the 3 kids. And my husband now, he's retired.
Yes.
He's got about as much.
That's Pop Harris. That's Pop
Pop
Harris.
had
That's Orville Harris. That's my pops.
had about as much patience as a gnat. He would come to my job in the day and said, honey, you got to come home. I said, well, what's going on? He said, the lady left the door open. The dog Smokey is up on the 3rd floor. The children playing with the dog. The dog in the house running all over the place. The lady cooking the food, throwing out the pots out the back door. Every door open, the children is running through the house. Flies all over the place. You know he's gonna make it as bad as he could.
Yeah.
And you know Smokey all over the place. They got Smokey eating in the house. Blah 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 blah. They come home. I said, oh. He said, is she using the hot water like it's a hot plate? I can't take a shower. If the children ain't taking a shower, they're playing in the bathtub. If they ain't playing in the bathtub, they're running around half naked. I want to fall down trying to get in the bathroom. So I came home one day. He was really angry. He said, if you want to be a Mother Teresa, why don't you get that house down the street that once belonged to Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown was one of our neighbors, and he died, and the house was closed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I should do that. Don't you think I should do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was getting ready to beat you in the head. Every time I look around, you tell me about something. But anyway, I found out that the house belonged to the Catholic people. Father Martin at Martin House.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over there, told him, I said, look, I need a house. My husband getting ready to leave me. I got a lady and 3 kids in the house. I need a house. I need you to sell me this house. So he said to me, why don't you come back that afternoon and I'll have my board meet with you to see if you can have the house. So I said, okay, I didn't know who the board was. I said, oh my goodness. So I went in the house and I put on the best professional dress I had, looking professional, and went over to Martin House to this meeting to meet this board that I thought was probably all nuns and priests. And I opened the door and I heard these people say, hi, Miss Harris. Hi, Miss Corker Harris. And I'm saying, hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. And I asked Father Martin, I said, who are these people? He said, this is my board. I said, and that's when the ladies and the people told Martin, said, she been feeding my kids for years. She do Bible studies in her home. She got a building across town to take my kids to the computer center. And they went on and on and on and on. And he said, ma'am, I give you the house for $1,000. I said, okay, let me see what the house is in. I'm shaping it. So I called Mr. Cheek, my plumber, take down all the boards and open the house up. Paneling and wall-to-wall carpet. I couldn't believe it. So I took the lady with the 3 kids and put her in the house. She took the first floor, and then I had another mother come and take the second floor because there was only 2 bedrooms on the second floor. On the top floor, 3rd floor. And it was there that I started the Harris house.
All right.
Well, the 2 ladies and their children all joined Ephesus Assembly Adventist Church. They all joined. They all got baptized in the church.
Yes, ma'am.
And it went on from there. So after they left, I found out that I had more men than women needing help.
Okay.
Because the police started bringing men to the house.
Okay.
They would find them in the train station or wherever, and they'd abandon the building, they'd bring them to
the house. Okay.
And so I had 5 bedrooms, so I would put 5 men in there. The city gave me no money. The only money that the men would give were the little extra monies they had from their little pension, Social Security, pension, or whatever. But I took care of them. And so that they ate, they cooked what they wanted to outside to eat until they got on their feet, and then they left.
All right, so we're winding down.
All the houses had nothing but men.
So we have 2 minutes left, so we're going to transition from that into what you saw in Orlando when we drove through Paramore, and how the same exact things that you saw.
I can't talk right now. I'll call you later.
And so in the next segment, we're going to talk about the same exact issues that you saw plaguing Walnut Avenue. When you came here to Orlando, you saw those same things in Paramore.
Okay, sure, I can tell you that.
And so that's going to be the next session. So I'm going to send you another link for that, because this one, they're only 30 minutes at a time. So we're up at this one. So we're going to go back into our email.
Okay. I'll get off and you can give me another link.
Yes, ma'am. All right.